Hello, again. I'm trying this weird little, make small videos about specific topics, not one long video about a lot of topics. So I can figure out if to name them and if they're good or anything. Or if, they tend to get views or people search for them, because then I can, because there's a certain amount of tags. So anyways, this one's going to be about how things went down in Star Trek Online this weekend. So yeah, I got into my new fleet, the gay fleet, and there's some people in there that seem to be, I don't know, over-emotional about things. They, I don't know, they get weird, they act weird. I don't understand how because they think very illogically. And they tend to complain about Star Trek, and that kind of bugs me when they do that, because it's like, it just seems crazy. And I play a science officer, so I have had to deal with, for the last almost 3 years, that, science officers are pieces of shit, pieces of crap, and worthless officers, and that the ships are worth, nothing. Oh God, we have a science officer. We're going to fail this mission. Well, you're not going to fail it. I guarantee you that. Because I know what the heck I'm doing. And I don't understand the prejudice against science officers. Strange. And, well, it's like, today, one of the fleet mates is like, does anybody want to run a mission with me? And make sure we don't have any science officers. Like they're a bad thing or something. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to run with you, dude. I mean, I may not have the best, most badass ship. Like I don't have, the tier 8 escort or whatever it is. And I can blow the crap out of something really fast. But that doesn't necessarily mean I'm useless. For the longest, up until about a couple of weeks ago when I posted my video about the Vesta class, I was running a deep space science vessel. Okay, well, for about 2 months I had the Dekir, but then I realized that, well, I didn't have certain abilities on there, and it was a lot squishier than the deep space science vessel, because it didn't have the extra engineering slot, or something. Can't remember what the difference of it was. I mean, it looks cool, but... So I went back to the Deep Space Science Vessel for a while, and, I was getting flack about having a Deep Space Science Vessel because it's a piece of crap ship, and it's not good for anything, it's not good at tanking, it's not good at healing. I'm like, I'm not a healer. I don't know why you think all science officers are a healer, but that's really classist of you. It's like, people think it shouldn't be the same, but it's roughly the same, that all science officers are healer. Well, that's like also saying that all women should be in the kitchen. That's kind of chauvinistic. Women should be in the kitchen making sandwiches. Well, that's really chauvinistic. And to say that all science officers are healers is, classist. Oh, well, you don't have the ships out of the store. You suck. Because I made use of a deep space science vessel. This thing kicks butt. And like I said, I wasn't blowing the crap out of things in 2 seconds flat, but the stupid things weren't doing a damn thing. They weren't doing anything. Because I don't know what to call the build that I have, but it's kind of a I don't really know what to call it. I call it a lockdown build. Because science vessels have the target subsystems. I can target any weapon power, or any power system, and just blow the crap out of it. And then just drain its power really fast. And for a while there, I was on a drain build, where I had Tychon's Rift and Energy Siphon. It was Energy Siphon 3 and Tychon's Rift 2. That was pretty cool. But then I kind of moved into a lockdown build. And that's when I get That's where I have Gravity Well 3 and Tychon's Rift 2. Obviously, it's the person that has Titan's Rift, I just moved them up to the 4 slot. And the person that has Gravity Well 3, I moved down to the 3 slot in the Science Officer thing. So that's how all that goes. I just swap 2 Science Officers, and I can completely change my entire setup about what I do. And if there was a fight that had nothing but single target stuff, I'd probably switch back over to my Drain build, because it's really powerful. But there's a lot of, you know, AoE things to do. A lot of little tiny ships to attack and stuff. So that's why I'm the Gravity Well AoE thing. And, you know, they just don't... I don't think people understand the fact that science is... They don't understand how the Science Officers work. At least the Science DPS, which is what I am. And I kick butt with it, a lot. You know, people were like, oh, you have to be an escort to handle an entire gate of probes over on Kittimer. No. Well, you do on Elite. No. I may not kill things very fast because I don't have, like, super duper weapon power, but I'll tell you this much, it's not moving anywhere close to that time gate. Because I'm going to blow out its engine power, or I'm going to put it into a gravity well, or I'm going to have it on a tractor beam, or my tractor beam repulsors are going to push it away, or I'm going to Titan's Rift the entire thing and drain their entire power sources. They're not going to move! So it doesn't matter how long it takes me to kill something, as long as I kill it. And that's what some people, and I have to say some of the kids don't understand, that there's multiple ways of doing things, because the end result is the same. You know, if you're in an Odyssey cruiser or even a Star Cruiser, you've got, and you're using a beam bank, you're a beam build. You know, you're pretty much using, you know, emergency powered weapons, EPTW, and you're blowing the crap out of something by broadsiding it with like 8 beams. Probably with the directed energy modulations and all that. And you just broadside it. You destroy it. Okay. That's how you do it with that cruiser. You know? And if you're in the fleet escort or even the advanced escort, you know, you park in front of one thing and you pop your dual heavy cannons with your rapid fire or something, and you blow the crap out of its shield, and then it thing's really fast. But that's all you can do. Whereas in the science vessel, you know, I may not be able to hit them too terribly hard, but I can turn in circles. Well, not turn in circles, but like orbit in circles, so that I always have every, you know, I'm mostly broadsiding them, but I occasionally hit their front on the cooldown of the Titan's Rift or something. You know, and I was doing Elite Kittimer Accord a year ago, before most of these people were playing, and they, you know, and I was like, come on, people. I was able to handle an entire gate by myself of probes coming out of it. Spheres were a different question, but even a stupid escort can handle that. They are the squishiest thing on the planet, and they just think, well, if I destroy it before it destroys me, that's cool. That's how an escort works. But, you know, don't, you know, and it's people thinking that their way is the only way of doing things. It's kind of a narrow-minded way of thinking of it, and then they berate people for doing it. So, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna chillax, skedaddle out of here. Gotta look at some things on the computer a little bit, upload at least these few videos. I will talk with you all later, or if you happen to be from the fleet on Star Trek Online, I will see you guys online.